Walkers walk, money talks, but it can't lock my Jeep toolbox. All right, Schiller, enough with the funny business, because you're not funny. You got no sense of humor. Maybe a little bit. I'm Scott Schiller for Ron Fitzpatrick Jeep Parts and Team G503. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install this mechanism. It's the lock and latch for your toolbox on your G503 Ford GPW and Willys MBG. These are kind of elusive to people, and I'll tell you what, there is a trick to it, and I'm going to show it to you in the video. Check it out. First thing we'll want to do is make sure we have the correct size diameter hole in the actual toolbox. Some of the reproduction tubs are not correct, and then we'll give you a problem. The hole diameter on an original tub is 11/16 of an inch. I have here a reproduction body tool compartment lid lock from Ron Fitzpatrick Jeep Parts, and it's part number A2895. It's complete with a non-reflective key. As you see how it is here, you just turn the key and the plunger will go in and out, and it'll allow that latch on the top of the mechanism to go in or out. And you can remove the key like that, and you need to do so before you install it, and it needs to be able to be pushed, so in the non-lock position. If you look here on the front, in the lower part, you'll see a little lip. And if we can compress this like this, then that way it will go inside the hole and won't get jammed up, and you don't want to force this. It goes in just like that. It's that simple. But again, if you didn't have that plunger relieved, it would get caught on the front and you wouldn't be able to get that lip on there. Let me turn the camera angle around so you can see exactly what I'm doing here from the back side of the bracket. Again, I'm holding my thumb against the catch on the top, and that allows me to compress that lever. It'll stay. And then I slide this underneath that mounting bracket where the threads are and just simply slip the lip into the hole on the sheet metal of the side of the toolbox. We can let go of the mechanism here just for a second. We can get our fasteners. Our fasteners are going to be put into these two threaded locations. Now, some Jeeps are not threaded, in which would require the nut that goes on the 10/24 by 3/8 screw and the coinciding number 10 lock washer. The Master Parts Manual does mention the nut, but again, you don't need that unless you don't have threads in those brackets. So in my application, I'll just be using the screw and the lock washer. I found it easiest when you're installing the fasteners to keep all the pieces together is to simply put the lock washer and the screw through each side of the bracket. You'll see there's three little what I'll call tongues on this locking mechanism with a support bar on the back there. And if you put the fasteners in first, it'll make it a whole lot easier for you to just simply line up the screws with the threaded holes on the bracket and fasten them. It's not hard to line the screws up into the slots on the bracket, and once you do, once you get them started, using a nice screwdriver, I keep stressing that in all these videos, make sure the slot of your screwdriver fits the slot on the screw so you don't strip out the screw and make it look horrible and hard to get out the next time you need to remove it. I go back and forth on each screw, just get them snugged up at first and then kind of tighten them back and forth just like you would any normal screw until, and it's coming up here because it's the next thing that frustrates people a lot with these locking mechanisms. Once you get everything all snugged up and tightened down, and then you go to try to work your latch, it'll go back, and guess what? It doesn't pop back out. Watch what happens when I just relieve this screw a little bit. I'm just going to twist back on it, and you see that latch comes back out of there and it removes freely. That's because when you're tightening on this side of the screw, which would be the right side, you're pulling the ears away with the torque of the screw. On the screw on the left side, when you tighten it, you're actually forcing those ears just a little bit, maybe a 1/16 of an inch, but that's enough to stop that latch from moving back and forth. Here's the resolve for it. You take yourself a small screwdriver or a pry bar and just hold that open. Now, you don't have to force it, just hold it open as you tighten that left screw down, and you'll be all set to go. The process is the same on both sides of the toolbox. Hope this helped you out. Thank you for watching. Not so bad when someone shows you how to do it, and someone showed me how to do it, so you got to kind of pass that along. That's the whole idea of the Team G503 videos here. If you'd like to subscribe and follow along with some of the goofy stuff we do, some of the serious stuff we do, and we've been putting out some videos lately of some old footage of the World War II Jeeps, which is very interesting too. You can do so by clicking that subscribe button and then clicking that notification bell so you know when we post new videos. I'm personally inviting you to do so. The subscriptions have been rising a lot lately, and I'm very excited about it, very enthusiastic about it. All right, my friends, that's how the locks go on the toolbox. Until next time, keep it safe, keep it locked up, and happy Jeeping.